Merry meet fiber magicians. It's time for another fiber magic moment. And today we're going to be talking about the basic stitches and the elements that have been assigned to them in my book, Fiber Magic, A Witch's Guide to Spell Casting with Crochet, Knotwork, and Weaving. If you have the book, you'll know that I took the 4 basic crochet stitches, the slip stitch, or the chain that you start with, is the earth, because that's your foundation. The single crochet is right on top of the earth, like the water right on top of the earth. That half double crochet, which is my favorite stitch, it dances like fire. So that represents the fire element. And then the tallest of the basic stitches, the double crochet, that represents the air. Now, there's also triple crochets for spirit or the triple goddess, and then you can use your imagination and go from there with shells and popcorns and baubles and assign meanings to them so that when you crochet poppets or talisman or amulets, you're actually infusing that thing with the power of the element that's assigned to the stitch you're using. So I have a pattern for a little bag, and really you could make it any size you want by just starting with a longer chain. But this little bag is nice to hang on your altar and put like a little spell in it, or some spell components. You could have them lined up with all your needs in there, or you can make it on a longer chain and wear it like a necklace, or still hang it. This makes a very nice place to attune your pendulum, because you can wear it right over your heart chakra. So there's a lot of good uses for this. As you see, now this one I used a different color for each row, so you can see the various stitches that I started with: the slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and then back again in the opposite order. And that makes your little bag. All right, let's get started. I'm going to change my camera angle so you can see my hands better. There we go. Get some light on the subject. All right. And now we'll make our little bag. We start by making a slip knot. And we chain 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move your fingers up so that you have control. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now that's how big your bag's going to be, because we'll fold it up. If you wanted to make a bigger bag, you make a longer chain, and then you would have to make more rows. You could go through the sequence of the stitches 1 or 2 more times, depending on how big you wanted your bag. But like we said, this one's perfect for just one spell or pendulum or whatever you're going to put in there. Okay. So now that you have 16 stitches, you're going to make 1 more for your turning chain, and then you're going to insert your hook in the second chain from the hook, from this one that you started. Insert second chain from the hook, yarn over and pull through, but then pull right through that other loop. See? Insert, yarn over, pull all the way through. Insert, yarn over, pull all the way through. You get in the rhythm, you can even chant. Insert, yarn over, pull all the way through. Insert, yarn over, pull all the way through. You are crocheting a slip stitch that represents the element of earth. This is going to add grounding and stability. You can put a row of slip stitches into any project. It won't make that much difference in the finished project, and add some stability to it. Okay. So the next row will be our single crochet. A single crochet calls for chain 1 to turn, and then you insert your hook, yarn over, pull up, yarn over again, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. So it's insert, yarn over, pull up, and pull through. Insert, yarn over, pull up, and pull through. I like these chants. Keeps you focused. I do use crochet as a method of moving meditation. And this little bag is a perfect exercise for that, because you're using all of the elements and you're just focusing. Now we're focusing on water. Right above that earth, we're laying water. Now you say, oh boy, I just realized we are adding the element of water to this project, but we're still using pink yarn. Oh, wow. We don't have to change colors to change elements when we assign the elements, an element to each of the basic stitches. So this little pink bag will contain the energy of all 4 basic elements. Okay, so now, as you can see, we have a row of slip stitches and a row of single crochet. It's time to do some fire. Now fire is a little taller, so we're going to chain 2 and turn. And to do the fire, we are going to yarn over first, then insert our hook. Yarn over, pull up, and yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops on the hook. It's like a dance. Yarn over, insert, pull up, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through. And you just go along like that, adding the element of fire to your little pouch. So when you add the element of fire, you're adding passion, you're adding some courage, right? What else can we think of that is added with the fire? Some determination? I like it. Go right across. It makes a nice pretty pattern, see? You've got the earth, the water, and the fire. So let's add some air. Air is another tall stitch, so chain 2 and turn. Now, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Look at that. That is the air. And with air, we are adding intellect, insight, lots of good things that we would want to infuse into our pendulum, every single element that we're using would be good to infuse into a pendulum. So it gives you grounded, emotionally sound, encouragement from the intellect. Oh, all right. Look at this. We're halfway done with our little swatch of cloth that will become our bag. Isn't that pretty? So now we want to go back the other way. Let's do another row of double crochet. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is a double helping of air right down the center. That's good. If you didn't want this piece to be as wide, you could just go straight into your half double crochets. I think that's what I did on that smaller one. This one might be a little wider, but we're okay. We can make some decisions when we get to the end as to which way we're going to fold it and which way we're going to sew it together. All right. So we've done another row of air. What do we need next? Fire. That's chain 2 and turn. There we go. All right, let me show you. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 3. And we're adding fire. And while you're doing this, especially if you're using it as a meditation, then you are thinking about that fire, envisioning fire being added to this bag. Courage. May even see a dragon fly by. Let your imagination go run wild. Okay. Ooh, it's looking nice. All right, now the water is laying right on top of the earth, so only one chain is needed for that height. And then you insert, no yarn over first. Insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Down we go. Adding a splash of fire. No, fire. Water. Water, not too much fire. I told you that the half double crochet was my favorite. I want to just make everything with fire. It takes a little water. All right. Okay, we're back here. And now, we're back to the beginning again, or the other end. We're going to add that earth to ground us. Insert, yarn over, and pull all the way through. Insert, yarn over, pull all the way through. Insert, yarn over, pull all the way through. And then you finish up the edge with a nice crust of earth. Yeah. Beautiful. Now our little swatch is complete. We have a little rectangle of elements. We're going to fold it in half. Now, if you were to go down and around this way, you'd have a kind of a almost square, but it would be a little wider. This would be the top here. You can go down this way, and then you would have a pouch that's a little longer, and then your elements would be going this way from earth, water, fire, air, air, fire, water, earth. I think I'm going to do that. This time. I'm going to connect these together by you take your hook out of the loop and put it through the opposite side, and then grab that loop again and just bring it through, and that connects the two. Don't worry about these rough edges. We're going to take care of that. Chain one and just put water all the way down and around, and just space them, maybe one per row, two if it's a double crochet, and you can just get that end. See that end, this end here? Just if it wants to stay there, just crochet over it. I love crocheting over my ends so that I don't have that chore when I'm finished. When I'm finished with my project, I want to enjoy it right away. I don't want to have that chore of weaving in all those ends. Okay, so I've gone down one side, and now I'm going to put an extra stitch in that corner, right? Just so it turns the corner. And then I'm going to turn and I'm going to go across the bottom, connecting the two. Just going right across. And we're doing this with a single crochet. So there's extra water in this bag for your emotional system. If you wanted to connect it with a different stitch to, make the bag heavy in the earth element or fire element, that would be okay too. Now here's what you got here. You've got the opening up here. And because we did it this way, this is nice because the opening has a very nice edge on it from those, from that earth, has that crust of earth on the top. So I like doing it this way. But I want this side to look like this side. So I'm just going to use my imagination, and I'm going to crochet a row of single crochets right back up to the top. First, I'm going to put an extra stitch in that corner so that we turn the corner, and then I'm just going to grab whatever is there. Be careful you're not splitting your yarn like I just did. Right? And you just put it up there. You're not sewing this. This is the folded edge. And so you're not sewing it together, but you are finishing it off. So it looks like it was sewn all the way around. Right? And you can eyeball it, or you can count these stitches and put the same amount on this side, or I don't know. I usually eyeball things. You know why I do that? Because there's optical illusions. It might be the same amount of stitches and look wonky. Make it look good. Okay, so now you've got your little pouch, and you can put your pendulum in there. You can put some crystals in there. And you could put some herbs in there, anything you want. Now you have to decide, here's another decision. Do you want a little loop? So this just, hangs somewhere in your house. If you're putting a spell in here, the little loop is a good idea because then you can hang it somewhere, But if you want to have a necklace, then you have to make a longer chain, and you make it as long as you want it, depending on where on your body you want it to rest. Okay. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to do a loop. And that just takes like, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's say 12 chains. And then you go back and slip stitch right where you came out with your chain. And you're done. You don't even have to go around the top of it this way because you've got that crust of earth on the top. I like that idea. All right, fast enough. Secure your work. And then this is the only little string that you have to weave in. And you know what? You don't even have to do that. What if you put a bead on the end of this? You could put a bead on the end of this and it would be part of the decoration. Laziness is the mother of invention. No, that's not right. Okay. Well, that was quick. That's not a hard project. I hope you try it. I hope you find lots and lots. Oh, turn the light off. I hope you find lots and lots of ways to use this little elemental pouch, and you start being mindful of the stitches you're using in any of your crochet projects. What element are you putting in there? You know, and even if there's no earth in your pattern, well, there'll always be your foundation stitch, but you want to add some more. I find it that you can just chain a length, right? And I probably about 40 chains, right? This is what I put on the belly of my small goddesses or my flutterbys. And then when you use this chain, you can embroider it on your work in a spiral like this. See? And then you can just embroider it down, sew it down, and add that element of earth to your finished project so that you begin with the earth and you end with the earth, just like we did with our little bag. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Let me know how you liked it in the Fiber Magic Coven on Facebook, or Fiber Magic, #Fiber Magic on Instagram. And as always, stay crafty. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.